Agency in Motion continuing educational series. Today's episode centers around handling objections. Objections is going to be part of the process. There are different ways and different approaches. Everyone's going to have to test some different approaches, pick the best approach works for them, their agency, their business. But ultimately, what I've found that works best is to preemptively overcome objections before the other side even has an opportunity to voice those objections. So remember, best defense a lot of times is going to be a good offense. You're trying to hit a target or objective time after time after time. So what you're looking at and what you're doing is voicing your ability to help the other side find a solution. So when you look at that, is it something that you've gotten results with yourself? Great. There's nothing better than something that's already working for you. Is it a problem that you had to figure out for yourself? Is it something that you're already teaching others that are already seeing success with what you taught them? Is it something that others ask for your help with? Are you looked at as a level of, expertise in the field? And then last, what can you help people do more efficiently, faster, better, cheaper, whatever it might be? Now, when you're trying to hit this target or objective every single time, the structure of it looks like this. And you might be saying to yourself, but this is a lot of upfront marketing ideas. And that's exactly right. When you're handling or you're preemptively handling objections, that's going to start with the way that you market, how you take your text as well as your language and verbiage into the marketplace and what that looks like. So the structure that really works is starting off with a hook. It's a big, bold promise that's going to get people hooked in to want to know a little bit more. And that's all the hook is designed to do, is just get enough interest to keep them reading or scrolling. The story, how you discovered your method. Remember, facts tell, stories sell. So people love stories. So the hook is the big, bold promise. The story is how you discovered your method. And then the one big thing, your method, the bird's eye view. Really, what is it? Now, when we talk about preemptively overcoming objections, this is the next three. You can see secret number 1, secret number 2, and secret number 3 are all those false beliefs about why they think they can't achieve the goal, or some generalizations about why people don't think they can hit or achieve a specific goal. And you're just going to pick those off, the most common ones in secret 1, 2, and 3, to preemptively overcome those typical objections that you would hear later on in the process. And then finally at that point, you're going to introduce an offer. And this is very important. How you introduce an offer can make or break you, because the way that you're supposed to do it is how do you help people implement what they just learned? And that's very, very important. We'll talk about that in a minute. The one big thing. So this is the method that you use to help people reach their goals. Now, the person on the other side of this, they absolutely 100%, they must believe that the method will work for them. Otherwise, it's dead. They're not going to buy. They're not going to move forward. Once people believe that your method will work for them, they'll pursue the means to implement that method. So the one big thing, and then we introduce the quote unquote expert secrets. So this is where you remove any objections or roadblocks that prevent people from believing the one big thing. So what are the typical false beliefs that people have that make them think that they cannot achieve their goal with a method that you teach? And then once you've removed all objections, your one big thing, well, it has to be and it must be true. And they're ready to take the next step. That's when it's time to introduce your offer, which I said is, a make or break moment. So let's talk about that. The offer is not a what. It's not a product or a service. It's a how. It's how do we implement what we've learned in order to achieve the goal or the end result that we're looking for. So it's not a what, it's a how. So it's not the offer, the product or service. It's how to implement what we've learned to get what we want. Listen, the whole road from marketing to sales, that's going to be paved with whatever you decide to do in terms of the upfront marketing, the follow-up, building the pipeline, converting a percentage of those at different points. You can make this hard or you can make this easy. Don't make it hard with full of twists and turns. Try to get from point A to B in the quickest, most efficient manner you can, which opens up revenue, income, growth for yourself and your organization and your business. You want more tips on how to run, manage, organize agencies in the business and businesses in the 21st century? Agency in Motion.